U Mobile, YouTube Gaming,
Your
and
team
presented
is
by
banned.
Moonton.
And for you guys to catch every battle, and if you want to stream like Cray, get unlimited data for all apps with Giller Unlimited GX30 only with
U Mobile. Alright, now can they come back? This time they will be the ones to ban the Kufra.
Alright.
Team Gosu still banning out the
Your
Kaja.
team is
Okay,
banned.
they will probably consider banning the Hylos right now, I feel, because it was their go-to initiator for team Gosu. But again, look at the faces of Candy come back.
Oh man.
They know that they did something wrong in that game number 1, and like you can feel the sadness and you can feel the frustration from these guys. But still, a game is a game, and you need to fight.
You really
need to fight
you
until
really
the end.
feel for the guys,
Yes,
man. Because
yeah.
here's the thing, right? It's one thing to lose. It's one thing to face a very tough opponent.
Your
But it's a
team is
totally
banned.
different thing when you're already winning
Yeah.
and you still lost.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. There's a song in there from
There's
the
a song
Philippines,
from the
but we
Philippines.
really wish
That we can sing it.
to you guys.
That
But
is
we
when
can't.
when you
No.
win but you lost.
You already won, but you lost.
You already won but you lost.
Oh my. The comeback, is indeed
the
real,
comeback is real.
but not for Candy Comeback,
Yeah, man.
unfortunately.
Okay, let's see. As we said, they did ban out the high loss to negate the disengage ability of this guy. Meanwhile, Team Gosu is having their time. 7 seconds left for the ban. Wow, an interesting
Your
ban. They
team
banned out the
is
Cho.
picking.
So a Harriet is open right now for them to take, or probably
Your team is picking.
a good Esmeralda still, because Basic really played well, and the Cho is one of the counters of the Esmeralda, because he can just Way of the Dragon that
Your team
that
is
hero. But
picking.
okay, I was mistaken. It is the Masha and the Grok opening for Team Gosu, and X-Borg for Team CC.
Yeah, they are actually confident with this X-Borg. We know that X-Borg is one of the best heroes in the meta that we have right now. Grok as well matches that perfectly well. Masha is also the flavor of the season alongside the Chango. It's going to be a swap between both of them. And the Chango is actually available this time, but can they come back? They will choose to take the Kimi instead. Gonna pair it up with a Lolita, which is also Team Gosu's favorite. So
Okay.
can they come back? This is actually like a deny pick for them.
Pick, yes.
One, it is good with their team. Second is it's a favorite pick of Team Gosu. I think that it
A
has
respect pick to
been
them.
because they've been picking it 3 times out of their 3 games. And also Lolita would have been a good counter to the Kimi.
Kimi. So I do feel that Candy Comeback will get another mage here. So there you go.
Harriet.
As we've said, Harriet is
Your
open.
team is
They will
banned.
definitely take this hero. What are the heroes left? Both of the teams lacking another core and another support. I still don't know if
Your
this
team
is an
is
X-Borg
banned.
support. Some of the teams are actually pulling it off. But okay, they banned out the Claude. They banned out General's Claude.
Well, it is one of the comfort picks
Your
for
team
General for
is
sure.
picking.
Esmeralda themselves, they will ban it out because, well, you know, they already have the Harith.
Yes.
And they don't want another counter to the Harith, which is an Esmeralda, because of the Chrono Dash shields that can be easily absorbed by this Esmeralda and force the lockdown to go with it.
Okay.
Okay, they will go for
Okay.
the Akai this time.
Okay, so this is a safe support for the side of Team Gosu. It can actually dive in to the Kimi, but is this a Valier support? We still don't know. Okay,
Valor.
it is Valor
Your team
It's
is
Valerie,
picking.
indeed.
for Team Gosu. So lots of firepower here. And the pokes is indeed real once again for Team Gosu. What is the answer for Team CC? They need some assassin to complement with the backline damage of the Kimi.
Yeah, Thanos should be a choice for them, as
Or a
well
fighter,
as as well as the Leomord.
Oh yeah.
They kind of need the control against the Masha. If they do get the Lolita this time, the Chang'o, it will mean that the Candy Comeback will have like a very squishy composition.
Yes, they
Maybe
have.
they will go for a Thams indeed for
Yeah.
the offlaner, and then you relegate your export as a support.
Yeah.
We did
Okay.
expect this to happen, and indeed it will.
The long-range pokes from the Kimi
Your
and
team is
the
picking.
Chango is the strategy for Team CC. Plus, they do have the Xborg and the Thams for the Extra Sustain. Xborg will act out as a pseudo fighter support here,
Yeah.
and the Thams will act out as a pseudo tank here. So, man, okay, the last pick
Granger.
for Team Gosu is the only tier S, the only S tier marksman left, which is the Granger with the crits. So, I am looking forward for another brawl fest,
Yeah.
for another bloodbath because of the draft.
So
How
you
about
know, you
man?
know what? It's yeah. I think it's there's gonna be a bloodbath for sure because we know that Candy Comeback is a killing type of
All right.
team. When
Yes.
you saw their previous performances, and Team Gosu kind of is the same. But I wanna mention that this Lolita will have a good time against the Granger, but not a good time in general because she needs to block so many types of damage or
skills,
skills from the side of Team Gosu. So what I'm trying to say here is that this Lolita will have to work twice as hard
Yeah.
compared to the other games or other games that she already played because this time even when even when you counter most of your opponents like the Granger for example,
Yes, yes.
you can only counter one at a time.
Yes, you're definitely right. And of course, there is the factor of game number 1 coming
That's also
inside
true.
their minds that they already won,
That's
but
also
they
true.
lost. So can this affect their play
reaches the
style?
battlefield.
Let's go. The
Smash
flags are
them.
in. Smash them, says the announcer.
troops deployed.
Candy Comeback versus Team Gosu. Game number 2. Kenray will be using the Masha Breezy as the Grok. Basic is Harriet. Paolo as the Valir, in general as the Granger. That is Team Gosu on the red side.
Can they come back? Can they come back? It's a bigger question. I would say Norse. Of course, the export Ton MVP on the Kimi. It's Tom's this time on the Lolita Bister. Now the Chang'o
Correct.
and Conan on this Thams.
A very interesting start for both of the teams. They opted to go for a standard and basic way of laning, getting all the buffs that they need, and just going for a basic type of early
Yeah,
game.
basic rotations, I would say. Team Gosu, what is gonna be their play this time? With the
my.
Harith, they can push the tempo, right? Because what they
Yes.
can do is to either get the team fights up, like the solo pickoffs, or maybe go for the pushes. But this time, though, a little bit of
yeah.
pressure up top lane.
Yeah, a minute and 12 seconds is all it takes to give that Harriet that instant level 4. So right now, he will probably go for an immediate dive, whoever, if he sees someone at level 2. But again, the first objective is at under 20 seconds. So let's see what is the setup for both of these teams here in the Turtle Pit.
And I think that this is gonna be a slower game. We did say that this is gonna be a bloodbath, but we did not expect both teams to
Turtle
respect
resurrecting
one another
soon.
so much that they're not fighting. 1 minute and 50 seconds in, this is gonna be probably the first fight.
There we go.
It might
There we
not be
go.
good for Candy Comeback or Team Gosu.
Basic is at half health. He
Oh.
is actually saving that Zaman force. Here comes the flank coming in from the Tams. General is falling low. The
Meteor
shield,
shower.
The meteor shower. Paolo acting
Oh.
as a meat shield right there just to save General. But that is a good flicker in from Bister to secure that kill. First blood going in favor of Team CC.
And we have the U Mobile replay this time. And they able to chase down the members of Team Gosu, of course. When the ultimate is now available for Bister, knows exactly where to use it, even using the flicker for the sidestep, and then of course the second skill to take down the Valier. Well done from Bister this time.
Mr. Bister once again pulling off another huge kill for their team. But again, Kenray, the Masha play style is the meta, is the way to go right now. Team Gosu once again going for another round of blue buffs. Here comes the Zaman Force here in the mid lane. Last insanity being popped by Mr. Norse. Breezy is falling low. That is the flicker out. Wild charge. The Numinum blast will hit nothing but germs. Plus the Death Sonata is just a warning shot for the Granger. 1-1 is the score. Still, we are at an even playing field for this game.
Oh my. And now Team Gosu. They are actually trailing by a little bit, but I think they're pretty happy with what is happening right now. They are getting the kills on important cores, only the deaths on the tanks or the supports. And General is having a good time. So this is more like the previous game where the early game control is on the hands of Candy Comeback.
Yeah.
But the cores of Team Gosu are actually farming so well.
Let's see, there comes the meteor shower. This is the Salmon Force to disengage. Team Comeback falling low. Last Insanity!
Oh, the
and
first.
that's it, double kill for Mr. Norse. General not yet that strong to hit those crits on the Death Sonatas. 3-1 for Team Candy Comeback.
I would have to give that to Candy Comeback, really punishing Team Gosu, because you know that Team Gosu did something wrong. They fought because they know that they have their ultimates up, but they know that they cannot win against that fight. Only they did not layer it properly, right?
Yes.
Because sometimes your ultimates, like your chain stun combos, should be one after another, but this time it should be with the Zaman Force.
Yeah, and look at this. Toms is just baiting out the Zaman Force, and he will land that Numinum Blast inside the Zaman Force. But that is the last hit for Ton MVP. But again, we've seen this in game number 1, where Candy Comeback is leading by a huge margin. Meanwhile, one specific clash can actually end the game. So still, I do feel we're at an even trade-off and a stalemate. But I do feel that Candy Comeback needs to move quick and get objectives, and don't give Team Gosu that same level of opportunity, because General is at a 0-0 state, having no deaths at all, so he can actually farm very quick.
Oh, there's the last Insanity gonna be used, but it's not the best one. Although they're still dealing the damage, the self-ended of the members of Team Gosu. This might mean that Candy Comeback are playing now for the turret take. But Basic actually...
Whoa, they're suppressing the map. That is the Chrono Dash. Dashing in, dashing out. That is Tom's falling low. And that is kill for Mr. Basic. One pickup is good for Team Gosu, but that is the one-on-one from the bottom lane. The turret hit will secure the kill onto the Tams.
1-for-1 trade-off, I would say. I think that it's Team Gosu forcing out these team fights where they should not be. Although you can't blame them, they still want to defend their turrets. We have to take note, Breezy has been taking so much damage against their opponents.
Yes.
Even being forced out to use his ultimate just to get away.
Yep.
Which, you know, if you think about it, you don't want that to happen to a Grok. While it's true that you can use the wild charge to disengage, you really want to use your wild charge to initiate instead.
Yeah. Specific, one good usage of the wild charge to cancel out the Numinum Blast. But as I say this, the Chango will fall in the hands of Mr. Basic, and one by one, Team Gosu is picking off Candy Comeback. And the next objective is now in under 20 seconds. Make that 10 seconds as Team Gosu is setting up for this one.
It could be the comeback for Team Gosu, at least in terms of momentum. We know that Candy Comeback, their lineup is kind of tailored towards moving away.
Yeah.
Or at least getting the control of the early game, right?
Yeah.
But Team Gosu, they're catered towards the late game better than their opponents, but the steal on the turtle. Last Insanity used as well. It's gonna be the explosion. Meteor shower not hitting anything aside from 99% of germs.
Of the germs. Nice ultimate right there for Ton MVP, getting the clutch steal that they need to get back to this tempo that this Team Gosu are creating. So let's see, 7 minutes into the game, confusing skirmishes. We are seeing confusing skirmishes here, but still, Basic is the one pulling off these types of forced team fights that is forcing Candy Comeback to react and them buying time for General to have his power spike.
Yeah, so it's honestly if you think about it, Candy Comeback are leading by 3,000, but it's still not their game yet. I would say that they have the control this time. I would say they have the lead. I would say they have the momentum. But if they don't finish this quickly, Team Gosu can pull off. And look at this, Stan MVP gonna go down from this Harriet, and there is gonna be more. Watchers to get away, and Breezy is alive for now.
And there's no more meteor shower. The fire!
Oh.
It's lit for Mr. Paulo, and they are chasing this kid, this Harriet. Just too quick for Candy Comeback to handle. Their name is Candy Comeback. The capitals are CC, but they do lack the CC to get this Harriet.
And now there's the meteor shower, but it's gonna be tanked up and soaked up by this Grok, protecting Paulo this time. And of course, there's not a lot of damage coming up from the Chango.
And that
this is just disengaged.
If I'm not mistaken, that was a 4-on-4 matchup. And look at this in the top lane, the Masha, Ken Ray.
Definitely.
Is definitely winning that side lane matchup, having the high and dry versus the Festival of Blood. He is just baiting out that ultimate from the Tams. And right now, Candy Comeback is at a sad state. Because again, Team Gosu pulling off this tempo plays.
The tempo plays from Team Gosu, like you said, it's slowly getting into fruition, I would say.
Yes.
Because now Candy Comeback, they have the early game potential, the early game control. But as like we said, the moment they let go of it, Team Gosu will take over. And you can really feel right now, you can see it in the game. Team Gosu, they're slowly taking control of this match.
Slowly but surely. Patience is indeed a virtue coming in for Team Gosu. That is the Grok block. They're just baiting out the Bulwark Shield, and then after that, they will use the Death Sonata and probably the Searing Flames. Here we go.
There
Norse.
is going to be the usage of the ultimate, but the Meteor Shower not going to be able to take on Breezy, but now Norse is trapped in a very hard spot place.
Okay.
Good thing Toms is here to protect his teammate from the Rhapsody of this Granger. Will just pour it away. At least they live to see another day. However, Team Gosu threatening to take the Lord. This time though, Candy Comeback knows this is happening.
They baited out all of the ultimates here. Here comes the Numinum Blast, the CC. There you go. That is the last hit onto the Balloon. Who will take the Lord? Ton MVP once again. The Snatcher is in town. Here we go. They are chasing Mr. Basic. They have the Lord. That is the Kimmy damage right there. That is a shutdown for the Kimmy, and the Masha is falling low. Ken Ray, Ken Hay go for the escape. No, he won't. 10-8, ladies and gentlemen, this is Candy Comeback.
Oh man.
Right now, can they win? Can they finish this off?
They should be able to finish this off if they play this like conservatively, to say the least. They do have the advantage, immense amount of advantage for now, but they cannot be ahead of themselves. Team Gosu, can they defend the inhibitor in the mid? No, they won't.
This is a Kimmy lineup. This is a quick push lineup.
Quick push indeed.
11 minutes into the game, 8-10. Candy Comeback lurking in the bottom lane, eyeing this Lord push. Norse is doing a great job in just pulling off that last insanity, invading all the skills of Team Gosu, creating confusion for the clash.
So it's gonna be Death Sonata just to take out some of the shields of Firaga armor coming out. Of course, the Wild Chart is gonna be there. Should be a kill on this X-Borg. But while that happened, a push up the top lane because of the natural push of the minions, the big minions, courtesy of the Lord.
Yep, let's see Breezy here boxing out 4 heroes of Team Candy Comeback. Toms, Bister, and the Tams. Actually, Conan is controlling the mid game and controlling all the lanes. They do have the advantage in the mid, like what you've said, the super minions. As we look at the items here, Kimmy going for an attack damage type.
It's physical Kimmy.
Physical Kimmy going for the crits.
Going for the crits this time. So there's a little bit of damage in the late game. This is not a mage killer Kimmy.
Yes.
Also went for the bounty hunter, but then again, Breezy will have to use the Wild Charge once again. How many times do we see Wild Charge used defensively?
Yes.
And if you are a Grok player, you don't want that to happen all the time.
Yes. Lots of wasted ult.
Oh, the conceal.
Conceal the deal.
Conceal the deal.
Conceal, don't feel, says Candy
Oh,
comeback.
meteor shower!
Here we go, but Breezy. Nice shield right there. Here comes the flank coming in from Mr. Basic. He will from Zaman Force, but the last insanity is here. Kimmy going towards the basic attacks. Half
Numinum
health.
Blast.
And Candy comeback, the Numinum Blast. Landing and stamping everyone into the ground. Two heroes falling for Team Gosu. And they're falling low. Well, Masha doesn't even care. He is so far behind, but that is way too hasty from Candy Comeback. Here comes Kenray.
But of course, the last insanity, the creature actually eliminated 2 members of Candy Comeback already, but they still lost their inhibitor up top. 2 versus 2 in the top lane. They will take out the Valier as well as the Export. 1v1 with the Great One, 2 bullets to the head. A Maniac. Is this gonna be savage? No. The Thab says no. He's gonna shut you down. This could be it. The wipeout is real and no one available for defense. Candy Comeback.
He can finish this. He can finish this.
Oh, the wild charge. A very nice use of the wild charge.
No, he can't. No, he can't.
My goodness,
My
Manjin.
goodness.
This is probably the most entertaining match of the day. Most entertaining series to say the least, as both teams are relentless. They make mistakes, but they also force the other team to make the mistakes, and they punish one another.
I like it. I like what I'm seeing. The drama from this game. Nothing to win.
The emotions.
The emotions. Nothing to win. Nothing to lose.
Oh my
We
goodness.
just want points. We just want points. Paolo now has the Winter Truncheon, so more mobility on his side. A way to dodge out skills. Let's see. This is the Lord Dance that we are
Norse!
seeing.
Stepped in the wrong neighborhood.
Oh no, Norse! Norse!
Norse!
That is Salmon Force! But oh, Norse!
Oh, Norse! Oh, then again, this is gonna be a nice pushback coming up from Paolo.
Nice
Actually forcing out the Contra Inferno. That's
yeah.
a wasted ultimate once again.
Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. The Harriet is defending the top lane general, and Paolo just doing all the pokes. That is the meteor shower wasted there by Bister. So both of these teams lurking, ladies and gentlemen, eyeing this Lord.
The Lord.
15-14.
The Lord is the way, I
Lord
guess,
is the way.
for this clash. Norse is gonna respawn soon.
There we
Basic
go.
pokes in here. By the way, bottom lane, there is the battle between the Thams and the Masha.
Here we go. Time to pray. Time to pray and time to play. That is the Salmon Force. He wants Bister.
Basic!
To the Z from Basic picking off Mr. Chang O. And this is 5 fights if ever Team Gosu wants to go for the Lord, and they are taking it right now.
Maybe taking it right now. They're zoning on the members of Candy Comeback. That's insanity this time, another wasted ultimate. And Team Gosu knows they can do this to Masha with the turbo take of the objective, of course, and by the Granger, the drama, the story of this game, man. I can't take it anymore.
The baits, bro. Debated.
Oh my.
That is what you call debated. 15. What a high-scoring game. The most intense game of the day. As man, okay, both of these teams locking their items. This is a classic build for the Kimi the Has clause, but I do feel Team Candy come. We've seen time and time, Kimi is a ticking time bomb. The Kimi composition will expire in the late game.
Oh, for sure. Speaking of the Kimi, they picked him up. The Summon Force and the Wild Charge is going to be there. The last Insanity, it's not going to Numinum Blast. I can't see it. The Grok block coming out from Breezy. It's not going to be enough to get the kill, but
Breezy
at
boy.
least they will march towards the top into the inhibitor.
Toms will flicker power, but Grok, Mr. Breezy, call him Grok, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, another Salmon Force for Mr. Basic. And once again, Team Gosu knocking the door, shutting them down. The Candy comeback, what can they do? They cannot come back.
They cannot come back. The damage is just way too real. The Death Sonata to finish off the X-Borg. That's -2 already for Candy Comeback. And you see how quickly Team Gosu are taking down the turrets. This is because of the Granger and the turbo take on the objectives.
Turbo mashing. Ladies and gentlemen, Basic just popping.
Look at that
the
swing.
Grab. Look at
The gold swing.
Oh my!
It's like just into the Mariana stretch.
Into the Mariano stretch, into the Titanic.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my!
From the highest peak down
to the core of the earth.
To the core of the earth, Team Gosu. It's just like they want to be the comeback kings of M1.
Even though they lost some of their series.
It doesn't matter.
This is the most match game ever, bro.
There's just way too much drama. And again, Manjin, we have to hold our horses. It's not done.
It's not done
Even
yet.
when Team Gosu are getting a little bit of momentum this time, you have to tell an even game.
99 seconds for the Lord, man.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
Breezy.
You at this you expect, right?
Yes. I just want to see a good team fight.
Good team fight, let's go.
I just want to see more highlight plays.
More highlights.
17
Toms
to 15. Here we go. Toms
is here.
He is looking for Jerry, man. But this is Breezy here. Let's see another blue take.
Look at this. The Zaman Force has been used, but will this net anything for Team Gosu at this time?
That is the shield coming in from Toms, and the tower will fall down. There we go. Half health. The Granger, they're entering the base. The Lord has fallen. Minutes into the game. What kind of defense can Candy come back to? Gosu.
Oh my goodness, the Wild Charge!
The Wild Charge is too real.
Luminum Blast is gonna be cast. It's gonna hit all the two. There's gonna be
Thank you so much. And still, congratulations. Thank you so much for a wonderful and dramatic game.
Thank you for that game.
Thank you for a game of chess. Oh my.
But we have to see the highlights of the game. There's a lot